Hello everybody, and welcome back to Krimzonknight Gaming. I am Krimzonknight, and this is where I do the gaming. We're going to be diving into a game called TR-49 or TR-49. I'm unclear exactly how it's supposed to be pronounced, but it looks really interesting. It caught my attention when a YouTuber I follow, I've mentioned them before on stream, Johnny Chiodini, played it on stream God, a while ago now. It immediately caught my attention and piqued my interest. So I did not finish watching those streams because I didn't want to get spoiled on the game. Because I wanted to pick it up and play it myself eventually. And that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm excited because of this as well. From what I'm aware of, it's hard to quantify what this game is based off of what I'm aware of. I know it's kind of like a puzzle-ish game. It's very story-based, and it has to do with alternate realities. That's all I really know. Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna be getting into that in just a moment. But before we do, a couple of housekeeping items. First and foremost, I'm still working on deciding on when my week off is going to be. It will be in May. That's all I know. I'm still working on it. Sorry. Patience, please. Other than that, also the game is not currently open because when I opened it to get a screenshot for my social media posts today, it threw me right in. So I was like, Alt F4, no, we'll deal with that once we've started stream. I just quickly grabbed the screenshot and closed the game. Because I forgot that was the thing that it does. But anyway, so yeah, what was I saying? Right, my week off. My week off is going to be, like I said, sometime in May. I have not decided exactly when. I will, as soon as I know, I will let you guys know for sure via my socials. But be aware that a thing is happening. That thing is happening eventually. Excuse me. Second thing on the housekeeping items, before getting into the who I am and where you can find me stuff. What was I gonna say? Sorry, my brain just completely ended that thought. Phasmophobia recently announced, which if you know me, you know this. If you follow my content, you know that Phasmophobia is a game that I really enjoy, and I often play it with my friend Milidor219, who also streams. So the two of us tend to stream it together when we can. That tends to happen the most around Halloween. But we've been lately trying to put more effort and more free time effort into it more effort overall into it during the rest of the year, especially during the time of events in the game. Which is why a couple weeks ago we played it and we swapped stream schedule around a little bit and played it on stream a few weeks ago because of the Easter event they had. But they announced, Phasmophobia announced that they are doing a crossover event with the Alan Wake franchise, and that'll be during the month of May. Sometime. I don't remember the exact dates. I am fucking hyped for that because while I have not played the games yet, I very much love the Alan Wake series. I've seen them played a couple of times by a couple of different people, and I cannot wait to roll up my sleeves and dive into them. I haven't yet because I want to find the perfect it hasn't felt right, I guess I should say. Mainly because I haven't had all of the games yet. Like I didn't have like for a while I had a couple of a couple of them, but not like the first one. But now I have the first one, so I can actually start doing it. So like I had Alan Wake's American Nightmare, I think, and I did not have itself. I could be wrong about that. I don't remember. But yeah, for a while I did not have the first Alan Wake game, and so I didn't want to dive into like the later games without having played that first game, kind of a thing. But anyway, sorry. So yeah, but I'm up on the lore, and I've watched like I said, I've watched playthroughs, so like I'm aware of it. I've played Control, which I adore. And it was because it kind of shares a universe with the Alan Wake series. It was kind of my gateway drug into the Alan Wake franchise. But yeah, I adored Control, and I'm looking forward to Control 2. Yeah, brain. But yeah, anyway, they have a Phasmophobia event coming up where it's an Alan Wake crossover thing. And I'm very much looking forward to that. And Matt's really Melodor 219 is very much looking. And so we were like, okay, well, we gotta. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna. I probably will, like during my time off, I will probably still play it with him on my week off, and just not stream it. You know, how dare I play games in my free time? Anyway, no. Right. So yeah, no. So yeah, that's a thing that's coming up. I don't remember. It will probably do something similar where he and I will play on Friday, and then my Friday schedule will swap to Monday for a while, until the event is done, essentially. But also at the same time, I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna kind of play it by ear. He and I haven't really had a chance to make plans. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's the next announcement. To be aware that there's going to be some more scheduled fuckery happening. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. Other than that, it's just check out my Linktree. You can find it typed out on screen above my head, Linktree/Krimzonknight. In that, you can find links to my socials, my Discord, my YouTube, my Twitch, my Ko-fi, my Patreon, and a bunch of other stuff as well. I am live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday on Twitch and TikTok simultaneously. At Krimzonknight on TikTok and on twitch.tv/gaming is where you could find me on Twitch. And like I said, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, I try to aim for around 7 p.m. US Eastern Time, which would be around now, give or take. And then I usually stream for about 3 hours. And that's until around 10 p.m. US Eastern. So, yeah, that's my general schedule. If you can't catch me live or you don't want to catch me live, you can catch the VODs and /recordings of all of my streams available over on YouTube at youtube.com/@Krimzonknight, where the VODs are uploaded a week after I stream. So like today's stream will be available exactly kind of a thing. Or like whatever was uploaded today on YouTube was from exactly 1 week ago, kind of a thing. So yeah. Anyway, you can find, like I said, you can find all those in the link tree. But you don't have to use the Linktree. It's just one little convenient one-stop shop for everything. If during the course of events you decide that you are willing and able to throw some money my way, not only would that be greatly appreciated, sorry, I got distracted by something that made me smile. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, not only would that be greatly appreciated if you're willing and able to throw some money my way, you can, how to do that, you can utilize the built-in functionalities of Twitch or TikTok if you so choose. Like you could subscribe to me on Twitch, or you could use the bits system if you want, or on TikTok I believe they call it gifts. That's entirely up to you if that's the thing you want to do. But if you don't want to, for one reason or another, you are very welcome to or the Ko-fi Patreon, and that's ko-fi.com/Krimzonknight and patreon.com/Krimzonknight. Patreon is if you're not familiar, Patreon is a monthly subscription platform. I believe I have my cheapest tier other than the free tier. I don't remember if that's the thing I have to turn on or if that's the default. It's been a while since I've actually looked at it. Other than the free tier, if you want to subscribe at the lowest tier, I believe I have it set to $1. I have it set to whatever the absolute minimum Patreon, essentially. And I believe I have Ko-fi set to the absolute that Ko-fi as well. Although I don't remember if Ko-fi actually. I don't remember. Anyway, but yeah, you are very welcome to throw some money my way that way if you so choose, and if not, that's perfectly fine. None of my content will be behind a paywall. It's just whatever you are willing and able to throw my direction. Have anything else? I mean, also you can find my socials in there where I post updates. I'm most active on Blue Sky and Instagram. Actually, technically I'm most active on Instagram, Blue Sky app. However, I also have a Threads and a Twitter. There's also a Discord server that I have set up for this that you're welcome to join. And there should be a functional link, an invite link for that in my Linktree. If not, let me know, please. I think. But yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff in that Linktree. Check that out. That's again Linktree/Krimzonknight. Exactly as it's typed out above my head. So yeah. Anyway. I don't really have much else to say, so let's go ahead and get into TR-49. I'm going to swap over to this screen. Things are going to get a little wonky for a second while I work on up this game. There we go. All right. It looks like it's coming through okay.
She knows not what the curse may be. And so she weaveth steadily. And little other care hath she.
Abby. Abby? Are you there? Can you hear me? Oh, Jesus, this thing doesn't work at all. Abby? Are you there? Come on, Abby, make contact. Come on.
I can hear you.
Oh, excellent, it works. My name's Liam. First up, Abby, can you tell me where you are?
Yeah, just a second.
Come on, damn it, before they find us.
Alright. Actually, I'm going to leave that up because I don't know if there's going to be anything at the bottom.
Talk to me, damn it.
I'm already loving the voice acting.
This is, some kind of cellar. It's dark, I can't really see.
Dark? Alright, I'll put through some more power, see if that helps. There's that.
Yeah, better.
Tell me what you can see.
Alright, I don't know why I'm here.
There's a machine. It looks old. It's made of... What even is this stuff? It's like dinosaur plastic.
Formaldehyde resin. Is it working?
I don't know. How would I tell?
Try using it. There should be some switches, some kind of input system.
Input system like what?
You're down there, and I'm up here, so you're gonna have to figure that out.
I mean, fair.
Alright. No need to get snarky.
I'm sorry. It's just... There isn't much time. Please. I promise it's important.
Okay, so it's saying tab to do something. Oh, that's cool.
Talk to me. Abby, talk to me.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Okay. There's a dial, and it makes the code on the front change.
Oh, that's right. There are codes for everything. That's how it works.
So, what do I do?
There must be a code to wake it up.
Right. What is it?
I don't know.
Terrific.
Let's see here.
What's going on? Power's spiking up here. Did something happen? Abby? Oh, Abby.
I did something. Okay. Borton, Comptert.
Abby.
The screen lit up, but it's not good. I can't read it. It's gibberish.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Hold on. Is there a... There is. Okay. Is there like a settings button? Modify settings. Here we go. All right. Because it's very loud in my ears. So, okay, let's turn down the music a little bit. Because the music is so... Actually, we'll turn down the master volume as a whole. Okay, so that... I know that if it's loud in my ears, it's probably blasting on Overstream. Apologies. Let's do reduce hints. I don't want to get too spoiled. Well, no. Well, okay. We'll turn down the sound effects volume a little bit. We'll leave the voice up because that way we can actually hear the people, and then music down. Well, we'll do it that way. Let's do it that way. All right. Let's do that. That should be fine. TR-49. What does that do? Oh, starts the game. I'm here to get the machine working. Okay.
There are even more codes now.
Pick something. Follow your instincts.
Okay. Gibberish, TR-49, note appended, 1949, user.
Hey,
Yesel?
don't
Cecil.
rush. Don't want you to break anything.
But you said time. Okay, cool. LA57 ED17. God, I grew up during the time of Leet too much for this. I'm reading that as last and edit. Which makes this trap. TR-49 is trap. Let's hit last. I need to discover what this machine is.
Half this entry is corrupted. It looks deliberate. Like it's been hidden.
I think the machine's trying to protect itself against strangers. We need to try to understand what's here. It's the sources that matter. If we can make sense of the sources inside the machine, then we can get it working. Get control of it. So record any titles you find.
Titles. I'm recording the titles of sources.
But listen, make sure you're keeping track of what you find. You could get lost in this thing.
Okay.
I've got my notebook ready.
A notebook? Good.
All right.
Okay, let's see.
Status, I'm recording the titles of the sources. Sources 1 found. Titles 0. All right. Boot index TR-49. Okay. That is the boot index, apparently. Load previous is PR-37. So I guess 7 is usually a T. I guess it could be a V in this instance because it looks kind of like a V. Previous. Last entry created is last. Okay. Edit sources is edit, of course, and then an unknown is ES92. Okay. All right.
So, what do you need me to do?
If you can identify which codes relate to which titles, then we can start to build up a picture of what's here.
I'm matching codes to their titles.
So, we're mapping out its mind, is that it?
Making sense of it, one title at a time.
Okay.
And what are we after, in the end?
A way to get what's inside this thing out. We're here to get a book.
Okay, I'm here to find a book.
What book?
We only know the title. End piece.
End piece. Okay.
You don't know the code. What good is that?
The name's all we've got. Even knowing that, it's more than we're supposed to know.
Okay.
End piece.
End piece.
Okay.
Who wrote End piece?
I don't know.
Yeah, that would be too easy.
You don't know much, do you? Can't you just look it up?
No.
I mean, I guess that's what we're trying to do.
Why not?
End piece doesn't exist out there anymore. It's from a previous revision. The only reason anyone has a copy is because of this machine.
Revision.
Because of the machine?
Revisions are meant to fade away. Reality is meant to come back. But somehow, once a revision gets into this machine, it never fades away. It's like the machine won't let the world stop dreaming.
Ooh. Okay.
So, you're saying this machine is what did it? All of it, it's what made everything go wrong?
Books, ideas, have a power. And they weren't meant to be read this way.
Like what?
Over and over, obsessively, word by bloody word. Words are thoughts. They're meant to, I don't know, come and go, change, grow, not get trapped, not go round and round like a fever.
Okay. All right. Is this a code for end piece? Probably not.
End piece.
Oh. Is it? Hold on.
End piece.
No, it doesn't. She doesn't sound certain. And also, I'm pretty sure that if it was, the game would be like, you did a thing, you know? Oh, I should pull that off. All right. So we'll figure out what that is in a minute or later, I guess. So the last code, the last source.
How did that happen?
Associations. That's how this machine works.
Okay.
All right then.
So the last one created was ES92. What does edit archive do? Source control, exercise caution. Reintegration is power intensive and can reduce network capacity. Releases are known to have unintended consequences. Make data source, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Wipe data source, question mark, question mark, question mark. Links, question mark, something for question mark. And then that, okay. We'll go back to the previous.
Okay, that did something.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, back here again.
Okay. Dead end. Try something else?
Oh, I guess that's going to be the hint button unless it's flashing red. Okay. Okay, edits. All right, last. We'll go ahead and start with the ES something. ES92. Okay.
This is a book. I mean, the screen is showing me like a log entry about a book. Why is it doing that?
This machine was built to understand things that no one else can understand. To find meaning where meaning is obscure. In German war codes, originally. Then other things. And the way it does it is by eating books.
Eating books. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn down the volume just a little bit more if I can find it. There. Oh wait, that just put it back where we were. That. Oh, did I miss my conversation? Fuck. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Actually, now that I've done that, hold on. Okay. Sound effects a little bit higher. Music's good where it's at. Okay, condition torn.
There's a title right here. Break code.
I don't think...
Break code.
Oh! Okay, apparently it is.
I got one. I got a name.
Okay.
And, okay, this is weird. But the text, it's clearing up.
He had believed that the machine could benefit humankind, but the longer it ran, the clearer it became that humankind stood forever on a line, with those at the front taking the largest share. So, to put all the value in a single place was to starve those who could never reach the front.
Okay, hold on. I guess I do need to keep it there. I'll just crank that back down and that down a little bit more. And then... Oh wait, I wonder if that counts as music. Hold on. Because they do that sometimes. Or maybe a sound effect.
Right. What's next?
Oops.
He had believed that the machine could benefit humankind, but the longer it ran, the clearer it became that humankind stood forever on a line, with those at the front taking the largest share. So, to put all the value in a single place was to starve those...
Sorry, I'm... What if I do that? Fuck. And then...
He had believed that the machine could benefit humankind.
Okay, so that voice does count as sound effects. Okay.
That humankind stood forever in a line, with those at the front taking the largest share. So, to put all the value in a single place was to starve those who could never reach the front.
Okay, so things we can collect. Let's see here. CC. Okay.
There are more codes here, but they don't fit the pattern.
See if you can piece something together.
So CC had believed the machine could benefit humankind, but the longer it ran...
Oh, this is stupid. I don't know what I'm doing.
You'll get there, don't worry. You're the right person for this, Abby.
Done this before, have I?
I should think so.
What does that mean? Am I like a librarian?
What do you mean by that? What are you hiding from me?
Nothing. Our work is what's important, not how we got here. It only matters what we do.
I mean, why matters too. So CC had believed the machine could benefit humankind. Note appended, 1997. User Alice, or Elise. I'm sorry, Father, I left. 14 long years passed, then I picked up this book, Break Code, at a flea market, and you were inside. There's even a facsimile of one of your log entries dated 49. I don't know how they got their hands on it, so I came back to feed it into the machine, and this time I found the message you left for me right away. I got married, Father, and you weren't there to give me a call. Additional log 1999, so under user Alice, but it needs a code. Okay. So we got CC and we got 49. Let's try it. Sorry, it was 49. Okay, well, it probably wouldn't be that then. Let's try CC 49. Oh, hey, look.
And so, the work begins in earnest.
Okay, multiple new notebook pages added. All right, we've got boot index, stuff like that. End piece, break code. Pemberton. The universe is but the surface of a pool. And with associated codes. Destroyed the only copy of a work by QL, question mark. CC49, the work begins in earnest. Okay.
There's a face in the glass.
Just another kind of recording. Don't get distracted.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, that's cool. Apologies to those on TikTok. You're not going to have a very good, clear view of things like the ticker on the right, which is where I input the codes, or the entirety of the screen on the left. Apologies. I could like zoom out.
No.
You're in the crypt of Manchester Cathedral. It's been bricked up for years and now it's in ruins. But the machine that was built down there is still going.
How did it get down here?
You've been down there for a while, Abby.
Interesting.
Right. I'd rather be anywhere. Anywhere but here.
I know. Me too.
Anyway, as I was saying, on TikTok, I could like zoom out or something like that, but I don't know. Actually, hold on, let me try something. Sorry, bear with me a moment while I try to get a better viewing for those on TikTok. If I turn off this and this, Then you have the entirety of this, which includes my Twitch chat. I mean, I could... No, there's not a duplicate button. That would be too easy. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, TikTok. You're just gonna have to put up with it, because I could... I mean, if it let me to just quickly duplicate the source on OBS and then shrink it, then you could have the full screen. But that is apparently not functionality it's allowing. Apologies.
I'm guessing Cecil built this thing then?
Cecil Calderley and his wife Beatrice.
TC. New author discovered Beatrice.
So Alice, that's Calderley's daughter.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
So we've got Cecil Calderley. Built the machine with his wife Beatrice. Destroyed the only copy of a work by QL. Alice Calderley, daughter of the machine's creator Cecil Calderley and Beatrice. Abandoned the archive in 1985. However, we know she returned at some point and started putting in like new documents and notes on things. Beatrice co-built the machine, married to Cecil Pemberton. We still don't know much about Pemberton. Okay. Okay, so CC-49, and so the work begins in earnest. Note appended. 1949 user Cecil. B advises caution. The scientific approach. Advises caution. The scientific approach. I disagree. Pemberton, 1900, bids us to understand the universe as the surface of a pool. We must stand on the shoulders of giants if we are to see above the surface. The first brick, the cornerstone. QL published in 1918, just after the war ended. Still unresolved. Mine may be the only copy left. No matter, I will tear it apart page by page and feed it in. Okay. 1985, Alice added another note in 1985. However, we don't have the code to expand. There's a couple of different links here. But I'm not 100%. Oh wait, one of them is something 18. Hold on. QL. Wrong button. QL18. Hey! Okay. Issue 1.
Better note this title down. Academicalist's Journal, Issue 1.
I don't think this is that.
Academicalist's Journal, Issue 1.
No. Okay.
Okay.
There isn't a code here.
The codes aren't random. They're based on the source that was fed in. Hopefully you can figure out where to look next.
Okay, so QL, Quentin Lamachant. So probably QL is author, first name, last name. That would be my assumption. Academicalist's Journal. English is hard, y'all. Is probably AJ. Thus, they're in parentheses like that. Okay, an original copy from 1918 from an auction held by Quentin Lamachant's widow after his death 6 years prior. Okay, so he died... Sorry, 6 years later. So 6 years later of 1918, so that means he would have died in 19... 2014. Sorry, 24. Cover is marked draft. The inside is a mess of scrawl and something. No matter, the machine will infer whatever is missing. We will know Le Marchand's mind. There was a final version. It was destroyed. The Academicalist's Journal wrote about it in issue 1, 2 years after Le Marchand died. I will feed it in. Every scrap helps. 2 years after Le Marchand died. AJ... Fuck. I don't need to hit shift. AJ, let's see here. He died 6 years after 18, which was 24. And then an additional 2 would be 26. Okay.
Another type. Academicalist's Journal, issue 2.
Okay, so we're pretty sure this is issue 1.
Journal, issue 1.
Done.
The text, it's clearing. How does it know?
I've come to the home of rational thought. Let's begin with a counterexample.
New publisher discovered the Church of the Rampaging Christ. I love that. Which was a reactionary group who destroyed Quentin Le Marchand's last book. Okay. There's the Academicalist's Journal. 1926 through 1970. Issues thought to be present 2. Editor knew Quentin Le Marchand? Question mark. And there's Cecil. And there's Quentin Le Marchand. Published something on his deathbed. Okay. All right. Alchemy, Wicca, ley lines. Words are chemical words are chemical elements seeking to bond. Even better, this is from Cecil. Even better, we pair back reality's flesh to find the stony truth inside. An annual investigation of everything weird and broken and strong. I stumbled upon issue 2 some time ago under the obvious code. Others have crept in from dark places since. Now I have issue 1. Insane already, but even a dog's ears prick in a thunderstorm. They write of Professor Le Marchand's revisions. Destroyed by a...
I can read it now.
Destroyed by a monster from the Church of the Rampaging Christ. See 89. Startling, acclaim the Frenchman published again, even as he lay dying. 25 years, and I had no idea. Did the journal's editor know him personally? Okay, there's a lot of links here, including QL18, which we've been to. Okay. 89. Okay, so he said he has issue 2 under the obvious code. Is this 2?
Academicalist's Journal, issue 2.
Yes, it is. All right.
The text is clearing again.
Good.
In this publishing house can only be one of 2 things. The Offensive or Rabel Rousing. And I'm afraid to say Hammerstone chose the easy.
Okay. A nameless publishing house can only be one of 2 things, deeply offensive or rabble-rousing. And I'm afraid to say Hammerstone chose the easy. Okay, whatever that means. This is Academicalist Journal number 2. Note appended 1966 by Cecil. Identical skeletons found halfway through the world. halfway around the world. Heavy Water, a cat that speaks fluent Mandarin, and Tarnsbridge. I'm told Tarnsbridge occurs in issue number 7.
Academicalist's Journal, issue 7.
There's a contemptuous mention of HP, born 06, died aged 16, resurrected briefly 10 years ago. They call them the Ancient Enemy, the Insidious Word, the Voice Without a Face. HP, born 06. Fuck. Hammerstone Press. Okay. Alright. We have no clue what that is, though. There's something 08. For 2 years, starting in 08, they tried it, then faltered. Anonymity turned out to be negotiable, I assume is what that word is. Let's try HP08. For the same year as Dorothea Pemberton's Irrationals.
I've seen a few entries with this same symbol at the top.
Oh yeah? What kind of symbol?
I don't know, it's Greek or something?
Like a 3-pronged fork? That's the core archive. Those entries form the spine of the machine.
Okay.
And the rest of it all? Is that the lungs and stuff?
I don't know. General intelligence. Grist for the mill of the brain.
Fair. Dorothea Pemberton's Irrationals. From the same year as Dorothea Pemberton's Irrationals. Battle lines are drawn, red against white. How is the world to be made better? Harried from behind or running on ahead? The writer of Doomed Theoretics.
I should note down the title that goes with this code. It's clear enough.
Is it? The writer of Doomed Theoretics is too stupid to say. Here are his theories of educational distraction. The flatness of thy world. Yeah, I might as well.
Doomed Theoretics?
Nope. Sorry, other way around.
Doomed Theoretics.
There we go.
Must have been right, I can read it now.
Good.
No one listens. To make a statement is to remove an idea from the pool like a tooth from the mouth, because any statement uttered is less likely to be believed than any statement arrived at independently. Thus, to change minds, and change them we surely must, it is imperative we state things we know to be false as loudly and boldly as possible, so as to drive the stubborn proletariat towards the truth.
That's a thick Scottish accent. I love it. For the same year as Dorothea Pemberton's Irrationals, battle lines are drawn, red against white. How is the world to be made better? Harried from behind or running on ahead? Writer of Doomed Theoretics is too stupid to say. Here are his theories of educational distraction. The flatness of the world, the falsity of clouds, the impossibility of empathy, so on. Okay, there is one link here. Okay. Alright, well,
okay.
I'm kind of
Let's
stumped.
see.
Let's think this through here. Wait a second. This was released the same year as Dorothea Pemberton's Irrationals. So, 08, but BP. And then we know for a fact...
Irrationals. It's clearing again.
Great.
I have been to France. I have spoken to the greatest mind of our generation, and I am assured of just one thing.
From Cecil in 1953. What thing? I have to know, but she does not say. Only this, the hidden stuff of the universe, are ideas. themselves. It was Le Marchand's conclusion as well. I think Pemberton met Le Marchand. You can see her fingerprints all over his 11 paper. Pemberton might even have lived to see it, but only just. The rest is madness, delusional, and strange. There was a note added by Cecil in 56, and another one in 85 by Alice. Okay. Okay. Head back here real quick, because I'm curious what that red dot means.
Welcome to the home of rational thought.
This book we're after. Why was it written? Do you know?
The story I was told is it's a book to bring a loved one back from the dead.
Oh,
Put
interesting.
an end to their peace.
So it's the Necronomicon.
And someone used it?
I suppose, though it can't have lasted more than a moment. Nothing more than a dream. Until someone else fed it into this thing.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, so from... Oh, hold on. I have a theory about what those red dots mean. There's a red dot here next to TR-49. Let's head back to the... What is it called? The root index? Root index. I wonder... Now let's go to one that doesn't have, like, HPO8. Am I right?
No one listens. To make a statement is to remove an idea.
I am
from
right.
the
Okay.
like a tooth from
So
the mouth.
the red
As
dots...
any statement uttered is less likely to be believed than any statement arrived at.
It's okay. Alright. Just...
Welcome to the home of rational thought. Let's begin with the control sign.
Okay. So the red dots indicate that there are still links that can be made with this item, with this thing. And the ones that don't have a dot mean that they are completed. So examples, TR-49, I still have a link that I can make there. And these don't have links. Anyway. Okay. Let us... I remember something about 89 here. Hold on. Professor Le Marchand's revisions. Do we already know revisions? We have the revisions, but we don't know it. Let's try QL89. Nothing. Okay. Let's try AJ89. No. Okay. Church of the Rampaging Christ. By a monster from the Church of the Rampaging Christ. Alright, let's try...
Alright then.
To here.
If this one's the last in the core index, there must be 50 entries.
Okay, sounds about right.
Oh, I see. Because there's the core symbol and then 50 here. And this was the last one at... So, okay, so there's 50 entries. Okay. Good to know. Did we try CC-49? Is that one we actually tried? No, I don't think we did. Let's try this.
And so,
Oh, we did.
Begins in earnest.
Right, because it would be under Cecil. Yeah, CC-49. Okay.
He had believed that the machine could benefit humankind, but the longer it ran, the clearer it became that humankind stood forever in a line, with those at the front taking the largest share. So, to put all the value in a single place was to starve those who could never reach the front.
Okay, so these links, there's no clues for them at the moment. At least nothing useful. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to CC-49. See what we can find there.
And so, the work begins in earnest.
Alright, this led us to Pemberton. No, this led us to QL-18. We do have an O. Do we have anything with an O that's missing? HP06, but... No. Alright, let's go to QL-18, which is the next one on our list. Oh, we know what QL-18 is. Revisions? Okay. Useful.
I got another one.
Okay.
The occurrence of DMEs will not be measured from historical information, only inferred. Plotting revision events and computing the correlation coefficient, a startling result emerges.
Okay. The occurrence of DMEs will not be measured from historical information, only inferred. Plotting revision events and computing the correlation coefficient, a startling result emerges. Plot. Alright. Note appended 1949 by user Cecil. An original copy from 1918.
I don't like revisions. They seem like curses to me. Always going wrong and no one ever knows why.
That's what I'm here for. I'm monitoring you. Just stay focused. Don't let your mind wander.
An original...
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. What we think matters. What we imagine matters. So stay on it.
An original copy from 1918 from an auction held by Quentin Lemarchand's widow after his death 6 years later. The cover is marked draft. The inside is a mess of scrawl and elision. No matter, the machine will infer whatever is missing. We will know Lemarchand's mind. There was a final version. It was destroyed. The Academicalist Journal wrote about it in issue 1, 2 years after Lemarchand died. I will feed it in. Every scrap helps. Okay, and that led us to the issue 1.
Welcome to the home of rational thought. Let's begin with a control sample.
Okay. That also took us to issue 2. Was there other things here? Okay, alchemy, Wicca, ley lines, words are chemical elements seeking to bond, blah. I stumbled upon issue 2 some time ago under the obvious code of AJ27. Others have crept in from dark places since. Now I have issue 1. It's insane already, but even a dog's ears prick in a thunderstorm. They write of Professor Lemarchand's provisions destroyed by a monster from the Church of the Grand Patriot of Christ. C89. Oh. Hold on. Revisions was destroyed by somebody from the Church of the Rampaging Christ. Does this say why it was, who destroyed it? Like, do we have an actual name?
The occurrence of DMEs will not...
What does DME mean?
It's an old term for revisions.
Okay, fair enough.
Revisions.
You must know what revisions are. You've taken them all to bits after all.
Alright. Changes in time is what I assume. The cover is marked draft. Did the AJ number 1 say?
I come to the home of rational thought.
Okay, so no, this just took us back to somebody who from the Church of the Rampaging Christ. Right. Okay. Destroyed by a monster from the Church of the Rampaging Christ. C89. Yeah, I didn't think so. Probably not QL89. Is it maybe CC89? Nope. Okay. Alright, let's go to 27.
In this polishing house can only be one of two things. Offensive or rabble-rousing. And I'm afraid to say Hammerstone chose the easier.
Oh, excuse me. And this is about Hammerstone Publishing. HP. Of HP 06. Welcome Mellow30 and thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you. Welcome. HP 06. Something 56. Let's try AJ 56. Nope. HP 56? Okay, there's a Hammerstone imprint.
The Hammerstone Manifesto.
Okay, HP 08, HP 22, LR. Primitive Man, He Who Remains.
Man, He Who Remains.
Utopia Within Reach.
Utopia Within Reach.
Okay. Astral Perplexities.
Astral Perplexities.
Okay. Alright. So we have mentions of...
How do we even know the title of this book we're after?
Multiple reports. Multiple sources. This book's been out there in the wild for years now.
You sure?
Deadly sure. Or we wouldn't be here. It's the most powerful revision there is.
Unnerving. The Hammerstone imprint... I'll try to read the gibberish. Imprint probably came up for sale. Name rights and old stock all the way back to the Hammerstone Manifesto and including HT08 and HT22. LR detested these books so much they got their editor killed. Primitive Man, He Who Remains. The setup, Utopia Within Reach, The Punch. Publication was needed to finalize the Salk, so I built a way to make copies from the machine. Ran out Astral Perplexity.
So this machine is what? It's a library?
It's an archive. Cecil Calderley hunted down obscure volumes for 40 years and fed them in.
He sounds like a maniac.
Yeah, I guess he was.
What happened to Cecil Calderley in the end?
He died. This place is what killed him.
Copies from the machine ran out Astral Perplexities. It came out close to QL's original, oddly different. So Astral Perplexities was one of QL's sounds. We don't have any QL numbers at the moment.
Okay, let's see.
He died by 24, and 18 was his last. The Hammerstone imprint came up for sale all the way back to the Hammerstone Manifesto. Oh! Hold on. Is HP 08 the Hammerstone Manifesto? No. That's Doom Theoretics. Oh wait, but we have one for earlier.
Manifesto.
Yeah, we have one for original. There we go. Because 08 wasn't the first one. 06 was. That's right, that's right.
The world must be ready to hear things which are shocking, which are transgressive, which upset and undermine our understanding of reality itself, without punishing the author of the text for their radical thinking. Hammerstone is named after the effect such writing will have.
Alright, 1 second. Sorry, bear with me. There we go. Okay. HP 06 is the Hammerstone Manifesto. Okay. Oh, it was the third one he put in. Okay. Hammerstone Press is first. The idea was to offer, from Cecil, offer anonymous publication to allow writers to speak without committing their reputation to their work. For 2 years, starting in 08, they tried it. Then they faltered. Anonymity turned out to be negotiable. Meanwhile, Dorothea Pemberton was rewriting history, and no one remembers her name. Okay. List exists for this publisher. List. Oh, let me try something. This might be stupid. Hey! Okay, interesting. LI57 would be their pseudo leet version of list. Okay. So we have 5 things by HP. Hammerstone Manifesto.
Are these books valuable?
One is. So valuable it was stolen. That's what we're here to get, if we can find it.
Wait, what? How can we find the book in here if it's already been stolen?
It was copied from the archive, I think. But it can't have been wiped.
It can't.
No.
Okay. So we have the Hammerstone Manifesto, Doomed Theoretics, Primitive Man, He Who Remains, Utopia Within Reach, and Perplexing Astrality.
Perplexing Astrality.
Okay. Those are all listed under HP.
What
we
happened
do
to this
have
book after it was stolen?
There's no way to be sure. But it found its way, somehow, into the hands of someone who understood what it was worth, what it could do.
Who?
The enemy. The ones who've got the book we're after.
Are we even safe down here?
For now. The soldiers have moved away, sweeping another block. Good thing Calderley hid this machine in the basement of a church. Churches are the one place these bastards never go.
Oops.
So, the enemy. They stole the book and used it to do what?
Save people.
Uh-oh. That's unnerving.
doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, it does.
Save. Like files on a computer. But always the wrong people for the wrong reasons.
Uh-huh.
The wrong people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The rich, the powerful, the cruel. I don't know what world we get if we destroy this thing. But it's got to be a fairer one than this. Destroy this one book and we at least give everyone else a chance.
I need to destroy End Peace. Okay. Alright, what was the last one? Perplexing Astrality? Yep.
Why do we? Well, to be elsewhere. To change this world out for another. How long does this change last? Well, as long as it takes for the glow of the words to fade from our eyes. Here's what I've learned. The more we read, the more truth gets created. What a splendid thing.
The Hammerstone imprint came up for sale. Name, rights, and old stock, all the way back to the Hammerstone Manifesto, and including HP 08 and HP 22. Do I already have HP 22 sorted? No, I don't even have it listed. So we'll worry about that in a second. LR did... Where did it go?
I come to the home of rational thought. Let's begin with a couple of examples.
I did not mean to go there.
Why do we? Well, to be elsewhere. To change this
LR
world
detested
out
these
for another.
books so
How
much
long
they
does
got
this
their editor
change
killed.
last?
Primitive
Well,
Man, He
as
Who
long as it
Remains.
takes for the glow of the words to fade
The
from
setup.
our eyes.
Utopia Within
Here's
Reach.
what
The
I've
Punch.
learned.
A
The
publication
more we
was
read,
needed to
the more
finalize the
truth
sale,
gets created.
so I built a way to
What
make
a
copies
splendid thing.
from the machine. Ran out Astral Perplexities. It came out close to QL's original. Oddly
Wait.
different.
Can you hear that?
Hear what?
It's a car. Close by.
Hey Rose, good to see you.
A car?
Avast!
So what? What does that mean?
Stay here. I'll be back. I will come back.
Avast, G matey.
Don't you leave me down here. I'm not dying alone in some creepy church cellar.
Alright, so he's in hiding, he's got soldiers looking for him, and there was a car. And so he had to step away from whatever microphone. Alright. We'll be in a little bit after laundry, shower, and application. Fair.
All right then.
Okay.
He's gone. He just left me.
Yep.
Liam? He's really gone.
Go to HP 22.
There will be fire.
The literary review, that would be LR. Okay.
Utopia Within Reach.
Okay, that was a guess. An educated guess.
There will be fire, certainly. There will be the smell of brimstone itself. But to reach for perfection is to discard imperfection. And when I look around, I see nothing but imperfection. I declare, cut it out.
Okay. It was an educated guess because I knew it was either going to be Utopia Within Reach or Primitive Man, He Who Remains. It had to be one of those two. Because Astral Perplexities was a QL, not an HP. Hammerstone's last volume. They shot to fame, then someone shot the editor at a launch for supporters of Mussolini. Damn. Okay. The culprit said the recent literary review put them up to it. The volume was
All right,
pulled.
Abby. It's just you now.
The volume was pulled and pulped. It might as well never have existed.
Please, Liam. Please come back. Don't leave me down here in the dark. I don't like it.
Oh, poor thing. This copy comes in via Perplexing Astrality, HP 56. Is HP 56 Perplexing Astrality?
What do we...
Yes, we knew that. We did know that.
Maybe elsewhere.
Yes, we did know that. I was thinking of Astral Perplexity.
How long does this change last? Well, as long as it takes for the glow of the words.
The world must be ready to hear.
Did they shoot the deputy?
Which are the transgressive, which upset and undermine our understanding of reality itself, without punishing the author of the text.
Oh, I'm in the wrong thing.
Hammerstone is named after the effect such writing will have.
I was trying to head for, where is it? This one.
There will be fire, certainly. There will be the smell of brimstone itself, but to reach for perfection.
Okay, this feels like a bit of a dead end. There is one link, but I have no clues for it.
Nothing but imperfection. I declare, cut it out.
Okay, let's see.
Issues thought to be present 7. I could just try to brute force this. Not sure. What happened?
Try to stay focused. You'll come back.
Poor thing. Hammerstone Press is 1906 to 1922. Founded in 06. Published anonymous writing, blah, blah, blah. Bought by Calderly. And restarted. Okay, so Sissel bought it. And restarted it in 1956. Interesting. Still don't have a second QL number. Alright, question. I was able to generate a list, an index for... Yes, I could do a list here. Here we go. Okay. List for the Academic Lists Journal. We have 1, 2, 5.
Academic Lists Journal, issue 5. Academic Lists Journal, issue 10.
Alright, 1 second. Okay. Interesting that we don't have consecutive ones. We have 1, 2, 5, 7, 10, 16.
Academic Lists Journal, issue 16.
17.
Academic Lists Journal, issue 17.
36.
Academic Lists Journal, issue 36.
And 37.
Academic Lists Journal, issue 37.
Okay. It was funded in 1926. Founded in... But folded in 70. Let's see if they published one in their final year. Ooh! This is almost certainly 37.
Academic List Journal, issue 37.
All right, we are.
I would like to point out that the results of the landing are still a matter of debate in the scientific community. Huh? It is way too soon to say we are safe, whatever that is even supposed to mean.
We have found 10 out of 50 titles. Or, sorry, named 10 out of 50 titles. The moon landing did not cause an ice age due to orbital shift. Pierre Latour's great prediction from issue 36 had failed. Pierre Latour's reputation for wisdom was in tatters. He skipped 69, I didn't, and came back with this one last issue in 37. He talks about one last issue, number 37. He talks about how much things have changed since the periodical began. It's true, witchcraft has all but died out in favor of science. Latour, now 72, was already ill. He died the next year. Okay, so we now have Pierre Latour. Who was connected to the Academicalist Journal. So we know Cecil Calderly purchased the Hammerstone Press in something, and then after they hold on.
Okay. Let's see.
Hammerstone Press was founded in 1906, ended in 1922, but then was bought by Calderly and restarted in 1956. They said they skipped 69, but Calderly didn't. Does that mean that there's a CC 69? There is. Another 10 years, the machine is old now, like a friend to MK. Probably me, I assume. Recent additions, of which I am proud, most notable, JS24, Greenwalker, and XY55, all significant in very different ways. I tried to remove Rampage, Azimuth Ascending. From 39, and couldn't. B will not tell me her password. She says I should know already. Women. Who can build on such quicksand? Asshole. Okay. So we have two more numbers here. Let's try them. Joshua Silverton. Okay. Semiotic assertions.
Semiotic assertions.
RA. Oh, I can apparently do a thing. Oh, this is probably semiotic assertions.
Semiotic assertions.
When one looks out into space, one sees the majesty of the cosmos, and you can't help but think, man, so small, what good is it? And yet, who made the steam engine? It wasn't the monkeys.
Technically, we are monkeys. Joshua Silverton, a 21-year-old Yorkshire man, tries to join up cognitive science and astrophysics and keeps getting stuck on God. Semiotic assertions is the result. CRA 2 years later, making a much better fist at it. Silverton knew he didn't have the stuff. A few years later, he is resorting to theft to make his name. Not something a Mancunian would ever do. Okay. RA 2 years later, so 26. Reverend Alfonso, new thingy thing. Okay. I finally found it, Reverend Alfonso Drawlig. What'd I do?
Wait, what just happened? What's all this? It's gone wrong. Okay. I don't know.
Okay, so this is boot in. Okay, TR-49 is boot Okay, my instincts say that it said read that as help. Cecil lost help. Trap. Cecil lost help. Trap. Alice, give exit. Cecil lost help. TR-49, trap. It's trying to talk to me. What just happened?
So what just happened?
Welcome Ralphine1 on Twitch. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. Okay. Alright, it just took the computer. I swear to God, the computer was just trying to talk to me. Alright, it said some numbers. Hold on. CC11. Oops. Helps my fingers are in the right spot. CC11. Note appended under Cecil. Cecil Calderly is the genius who began work on this machine in 1943, although he admits it was the QM55 of BE47 which brought it to life. He also has, on good authority, the most damned fine mustache of any man his age. What a dash. Okay. Yeah, okay, Cecil. I bet BE47 is Beatrice. Oh, good thing this machine can separate truth from fantasy. Says you added Beatrice. Okay, QM55. I'll worry about. There was another one. AL. Fuck. What was it? AL12. Yes. Alice, is it? Tell Alice IT15. Tell IT15. Do you remember how we sat on the flagstones and read KC62? I think of it endlessly. I didn't KN04. I didn't know before. Moon. The devoted machine gives undivided attention. Constant observation. I should have understood. But I gave it myself, same as Beatrice gave herself to you. And now, here I am over and over while she is gone. Cecil? You must do one last thing for me, Alice. Please. You must do one last thing for me, Alice, please. I know, I'm sorry, it hurts. Only one last thing, then I'll be gone. Good girl, I don't have long. There's something dangerous down here with me, a minotaur in the maze. Okay, there's nothing to click on, nothing else to type. Wait. One of the sources, something, I typed in MA23, which could be maze. It could also, 5-3 could be maze. One of the sources, something I read that didn't want to be read. The power of a revision only lasts as long as it is being read. So find it, wipe it, please, for me. We know Beatrice's code, BE47. I said this place would kill you. Perhaps if this machine had said it, you would have listened. I'm glad I didn't tell little Billy one about you. It's terrible, but some things are better left unknown. Okay, and then we also have something from Alice, which is AL12. Father, I tried. I couldn't find it. I found something else instead, something better, I think. I'm going to try to use it. Wish me luck when you see me. Oh. Okay, what's white? I know how to destroy NPs, but I need Beatrice's password. Okay. To erase data from the machine, please enter Beatrice's magic, W-O, probably RD, so word, magic word. Two men stand on either side, one from above and one from inside. I don't know. What does this do? The password is never password, silly. Fair enough. Okay. What is this place? How did you get here? A rabbit hole, perhaps. Winding passages lead off in opposite directions. But which way should you go? Through an archway? Path? Or down a flight of stone steps? Pass. Fountains. Fountains play in the middle of this space. Opposite is a narrow gap in the stone wall. In the stone wall door. No. Maybe. A heavy stone wall domed? 4-3 is weird. A heavy door covered in carved symbols stands to the left. TR-19. Trip. Help. In the center of the room is a fearsome minotaur. Trip. Two identical wooden doors are in the front of you, meeting us, though in conversation. Meeting as though in conversation. They must have argued as both are cloned. To the left is DO43, to the right is RO40. The Minotaur screams from close at hand. It is chasing you. Left, right. Minotaur charges and tears me with a limb. From nowhere, a gigantic hand seems to grab you, hauling you through the walls themselves before releasing you somewhere you've seen before. Back at the maze. Dim passageway running from an archway. Try the stairs this time. Race down the stone steps at the bottom of the passage leads into the gloomy darkness below. A large dome. Door. Something. A round chamber with a domed ceiling. So dome. It's a large dome. 4 is often very weird and late. I prefer to use it to mean A, but it doesn't always mean that. It can also mean R. It can also be an M, I think, which is why I was saying dome. A heavy door stands to the left. Lost. The far wall has a crack in it. You could probably squeeze through. Fountains again. Maze, trip. A small green frog sits in the basin, but as the door opens, it jumps away. Mercy. In the middle of the chamber is the Minotaur. Oh wait, I could have done fountain, I guess. Left is dome, right. We did the right, let's try the dome again. Round chamber with a dome ceiling. Light plays from some hidden opening. The Minotaur bellows from nearby. It is after you. Pass. Passage emerges into a pool of light from some unknown source. Stairs lead up to the maze. The Minotaur bellows from close at hand. It is chasing you. Maze. Which should take us back to the beginning. Which ends in a stone archway. Fountain. Let's try this one, because I didn't click that one before. You peer over the fountain at your reflection. The girl in the water seems much older than you expected her to be. She is beautiful, kind, and clever too. In the depths of the water, something is glinting. It's an AK-37. AK-37. It is AK-37. When you have finished admiring her beautiful, soulful eyes, you might stand once more for that. Let's click on this. You reach in and snatch the key. Oh, a key. I get it. It is a key. It's an AK-37. You reach in and snatch the key from the water. Time to find a door to unlock. Okay. The dome on the right is that. We now have the key, though. You unlock the door with the key from the fountain and step through. A vibrant, damp green moss grows on the walls here. It gets thicker towards the end of the corridor. Exit. Maze solved! We solved the maze! Cool! Way out at the top of the stairs, AC 70. Is that a balloon? Acto.
Your mother and I are so proud of you, Alice, and everything you're becoming. I hope you enjoyed my little present. I know I've often been lost in this place myself.
Oh. There's a balloon here in the shape of a 9. Finally, there is a podium on which there is a book. P-O-D-I. Pooh. You lean over the podium to look at the book. It is LC65. And a first edition, no less. And it's yours to make whenever you want. Written on the flyleaf are the words, "I love you, Moon Bear." Oh. LC65.
Will you walk a little Master, said a whiting to a snail, there's a porpoise close behind us and he's treading on my tail. See how eagerly the lobsters and the turtles all advance. They are waiting on the shingle. Will you come and join the dance?
Lewis Carroll, 65. I get it. First edition of Alice in Wonderland, fed in for you, Moonbear. Did you know we made you a card when you were first issued? Machine makes a birth index. Makes a birth index for all its important contributors, though usually under their own names. I hope nostalgia brings you here, little one. I have left you a message. A card for you. Let's hope you find it. I must not say more. Someone else might read this. I know how to dislike puzzle. I know how you dislike puzzles. I'm sorry. And we already know that because we figured that out from the... Yeah, we figured that out from the computer calling for help. Okay. One of the sources, something I read that didn't want to be read. The power of a revision only lasts as long as it is being read. So find it, wipe it, please, for me. I said this place would kill you, and then Alice. Yeah, okay. And then that takes us back here. And that takes us to the maze. Okay. I want to go through the maze again, actually. Stone archway. Fountain. Give me the key. Okay, there's the fountain. Trip. Which takes us to this, and then we want the one on the right. Which then we want the exit. Okay, AC 70.
Your mother and I are so proud of you, Alice.
Okay, and then we did Cody.
I hope you enjoyed my little present. I know I've often been lost in this place myself.
Mother and I are so proud of you, blah, 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 blah. You lean over the podium. Okay, so it's got Alice in Wonderland, and the first edition, it is yours to make. Or MA43 is probably make. Enter code for bitwise reassociation or previous to return. Okay. Deep storage files exist. 1. Enter code to expand. No. No. Okay, well, this is fine. I know how to destroy end piece. We need to wipe it. Bad turn. Sorry. Bitwise association. Source control. Source wipe. Needs password. Okay. Cecil, Beatrice, Alice, some kind of maze. There's still more here. That we don't know yet. Hello? Really? Oh, it's trying to make it a password. Back to the boot index, please. Okay. Last source and edit. And we still don't know either of these links. Okay.
Alright then.
Alright. Back on task here. We have RA-26. Church of the Rampaging Christ. Beatrice. Daughter of the Machine's creators, Cecil and Beatrice. AC-70. Okay. Cecil Calderly wrote a log entry every 10 years. So then there would be one in 59.
And so, the work begins.
The machine is 10 years old today. Recent editions XY78. Extremely old. Assigned edition of IA's Rampage.
Swords in the Dark.
Blades in the Dark is a good game. Similar to Swords in the Dark. The machine is improving slowly but steadily. Excuse me. It is more thoughtful in its associations. The truth approaches, as Dorothea Pemberton wrote in her 96 walk, I see through the walls. Printed pages, all of them. What manner of thing would the mind be had the principle of writing never been discovered? And then we have more from Cecil. Oops. I am thunderstruck. The machine informs me that the signature on my copy of IA-33 matches that of JS-38. IA-33 and JS-38.
Rampage.
Rampage. Okay, so this new author does apparently the rampages.
The Glen of Galileo.
Okay, I have made good on my word. Here is... Okay, so this is probably...
Let's see.
The second rampage. Or rampage. Right
Rampage?
There. No, I guess not.
Swords in the Dark.
There it is.
No salt, he cried. What kind of palace is this? Salt does not keep well in space, the lady replied only. It goes as sour as warm milk.
Okay. Rampage, Swords in the Dark. I have made good on my word. Here's second Rampage novel. Lady Guinevere is taken by space pirates. The hero, roaming the canals of Mars, looks for a way to go deeper. He will find the sleeping knights, astronauts, for the battle. The Glen of Galileo will bring. For the battle, the Glen of Galileo will bring. This machine has carved through profound mysteries and deadly ones, but in making sense of this, it needs its match. So, fiction. Shocker. Okay. What happened? So apparently... Stop that. Apparently... Joshua Silverton and... Where is it? I don't have him. Here he is. IA are the same person, or at least share a... yeah, a pseudonym for Joshua. Born 1903. It said something about an index or something, a card for people probably on their birthday. Let's try JS03 and see what happens. Hey, okay, we have an index thing. Awesome, or a list. Got it. All right, we have semiotic assertions.
Quantum conceptuals in nature.
Pen of Galileo.
Pen of Galileo.
Rampage, the sword of
moon.
Rampage of alienation. And Rampage the Moon Sword.
Moon Sword.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Are there any others we can that we know the birthdays of? Pierre Latour, 1898. Let's try PL 98 and see what happens. Birth dates are very useful. Absolutely. Usually are. A life saved in wartime.
A life lived
lived in wartime.
Wartime.
Okay, and that's PL. We don't have a thing for him yet. So that's fine. Okay. We already have the index list for issue 1 of the Academic List Journal. We have his card, we have Beatrice's card, and we have Alice's card. Do we know when she was born? No, we don't. It would say it here. We have the index list for HP. IA is JS, who we know was born in 03. Pierre Latour, 98 is the index. Published something on his deathbed. What do we know about QL? He died in 24. Do we know how old he was? No, I don't think so. I don't recall knowing how old he was. Reverend Alfonso lived to be 100 years old. Shocker. The Bible. RA lived to be 100 years old, dying in 63. So let's try RA 63. My God, he dances.
He dances.
We do have RA 26, which is
My God, he dances.
That is okay. All sources by Reverend Alfonso identified. Woo! My God, he is a poet. How the gaps between the lines define the world. I finally found it. Reverend Alfonso drawing dark matter entanglement and theology together. I fed in the Bible already because, in my view, it must all be connected if any of it is true. R.A. lived to be 100. Did he meet PK? Probably not. Kendrick would have looked through him. PK. PK!
All right then.
Wrong button. I don't want that button. I want this button. PK. Good old PK. God, I love that movie. All right. That's one page done. What more do we have about QL?
The occurrence of DMEs will not be measured from historical information, only inferred. Plotting revision events and computing the correlation coefficient, a startling result emerges.
All right. Via le tour. We have his index, which means we have his titles, but do we have 7 something? Did he publish when he died? Apparently not. Now we have a lot for JS. A lot for JS. And he's gonna have both JS and IA for his stuff.
Generation, and I am assured of just one thing.
Okay, let's see.
Issues thought to be present. They ran for 37 issues. They did skip some years, if I remember correctly, from what they said. 37 issues. 5, 7, 10, 16, 17, and 36. Ouch. I'm curious. Okay.
There's nothing here. It's worthless.
My father wrote about the things inside this machine like they were angels in heaven, but they're nothing. I fed in 3 books he would have loved. Notes and Discoveries.
And Discoveries.
Doomwild. Men Must Devour.
Devour.
Shredded them page by page. It's the worst kind of stupid. Look at the comment on GA00. Look at the card he wrote the year before he died. Okay, what do we have for code here? I don't want to let you down, Dad, but you know what? You let me down. You let Mom down. I've given 4 years to this place. I won't give any more.
I have decided to take over my father's work.
My mother does not want me to, but my father hoped I would. He often invited me to the library. I have read most of it. It is a part of me already. I have begun already. Looking ahead, I must take decisions. What should be included? Must make decisions, I assume. Must be included. My father believed that what was left out of the archive was as significant as what was included, with a few exceptions based on his interests. He once even made me a maze for my birthday, which we've gone through, after Mum left him. I wonder if I will decide like a scientist, choosing and testing, or like an artist, adding one dab of paint at a time. I will need to read it. I see now I added a lot of noise, and one book so important it makes me shiver to think that I might have missed it. Okay. So I found all the things by her, it said. There she is. Okay. He died in 77. I wonder, did he post in 77? Post. No. He posted every 10 years, I think they said. Put in a thing every 10 years. 49, 59. So 49 was the start, 59, 69, and then 79 is when he died before he could do. Okay. I wish we knew when he was how old he was when he died, or when he was born. We don't have any more of these to fill in at the moment. All right, hold on. Let me backtrack a bit.
There's nothing here. It's worthless.
And then again.
I have been to France. I have spoken to the greatest mind of our generation. I am assured of just one thing.
Cecil says, what have I done? I should never have fed this in. I've heard the machine murmuring lines from Pemberton to itself. Whatever was in this book, it is in the wiring now. It sees through the walls. Does God even know what else it might do? And then Alice... How does a bedridden Victorian woman travel to France and start meeting famous academics anyway? I think she dreamt up the whole thing. Okay. Pemberton met Le Marchand. You can see her fingerprints on his 11 papers. Le Marchand. Le Marchand. Where is it? QL. Quentin Le Marchand. Where is he? Okay. Let's try QL11. Awesome. We apparently know what this is. This?
A life
Probably
lived
not.
in wartime?
No. Probably
Doom
not.
Wild?
No. Probably not this.
Astral Perplexities?
Oh, it is that. Okay. Cool. It is known that
the universe is the aggregate of all observations made by all systems, including those of conscious beings. Conscious thought contains intrinsic balance. There are, and will never be, trolls under bridges. But the alteration of conscious thought by unconscious means can affect meaningful, unnegated change.
Okay, Cecil then says, the biggest ideas start small, except in this case. He goes on to state that he has seen this effect work, and that it can be done, as he puts it, at scale. Those two words, I think, are what signed his death. An unlucky number of years later, dark forces are drawn to scale. Unlucky number, so 13. So 24. Published by Lemarchand's widow after he died. Yes. Okay. Professor Kendrick. PK. I remember. Okay. We'll read that in a second because we can apparently. Come on.
A life lived in wartime?
No. So I don't. It's been. I've picked up so many titles. I don't remember.
The Pen of
No,
Galileo?
that's a JS one. This
Quantum
one?
Conceptuals in Nature?
Nope.
Notes and Discoveries.
There we go. All right.
Remember that gaps contain more substance than pillars. Review architects for lacunae. Review Pemberton, saw it all. Folding, overnoting, lines as structure.
All right. From Alice. Dad, you would have loved this one. It's as bonkers as a catfish. Another quote, I read a book I should not have read. Now my ideas are not my own. They grip me. Published by Lemarchand's widow after he died, age 68. 68, we now know how old he is, so we can go back to his thing if we haven't already found it. But we've already found all these things. It's fine. She claims his notes will allow him, upon his return, to continue his discoveries uninterrupted. I bet the fevered ideas here inspired Professor Kendrick, PK, both in his fiction and his academic stuff. See issue 16 of the Academicalist's Journal, which covers Kendrick's marvelous 1932 rant about dark matter. I remember when you got AJ-26, Dad. You tore it apart like a child unwrapping a Christmas present. Okay. So from that we have PK32, AJ-26 is 16. And we also can reverse engineer. We already have Lemarchand's index page. Where is he? No, we don't. Okay, so he died in 24. 68 years prior to that, he was born. Let's see here. 24. I'm gonna need a calculator. I'm not good with math. 24 minus 68. 44. So QL 44. Damn. 45? 43. Huh. Well, oh well. Okay, well, we know PK 32. Let's do that one. PK 32. Okay, we don't have a title for this yet. There's also a PK 36. Silverton's 1929 work. So JS29. Let's try that. Joshua Silverton, only 26 years old. DP96. Another Dorothea Pemberton. She died in 1911. All right, let's go back. I have a title for this one, but I'm not going to put it in yet. And I'm not going to worry too much about the notes at this point because I have specific thoughts in my head and I don't want to get buried in them. PK36, which I believe is what we no, that PK36 is the one we went to over here. Did we do the J13? I don't remember.
I cannot fix on the hour or the spot.
Oh, Pride and Prejudice! Jane Austen!
Which laid the foundation. It is too long ago. I was in the middle before I knew that I had begun.
For example, the title of Time and Temporality.
Time and Temporality.
Let's see what Alice has to say about Pride and Prejudice. And its impact on classic, sure, but Pride and Prejudice is here for its impact. For example, on the title Time and Temporality, Pride and Prejudice, I see it. And its impact on later writers, in particular, I think on Emma Kendrick, related to Professor Kendrick, no doubt. She quotes the opening of this novel in the frontispiece of her penultimate novel in 1965. EK.
Literary Review, Volume 56. Dead Voice.
Brad. Her last book was better, though, if a bit weird. Okay, so we'll worry about that later. Fuck, wrong button. Okay, I need to go back a while.
I cannot fix on the hour or the spot or the look or the words which lay...
Because we need to go back to before this. And then before this.
Remember that gaps contain more substance than pillars. Review early text for lacunae. Review Pemberton, she saw it all. 14 over 19, lines as structure.
AJ26, which was issue 16. This is what I wanted to go for.
Welcome to the home of rational thought. Let's begin with
Oh, no, AJ26 is number 1. Do we know 16? They did one every year, so we could, in theory, brute force it. We have 1 and 2, and then we have 5. So, 2 was 27. 28 would be 3. 24 would be. Sorry, number 4 would be 28, 29, 30. And then this one is AJ5.
Academicalist Journal, Issue 5.
Ah, the good Reverend. What a man, what a thinker, what a dreamer, what an erudite human being.
Alfonso had written a masterpiece 4 years before. We haven't heard from Liam in a while. I hope he's okay.
Abby.
Oh,
still there?
Speaking of, it's like the game heard me.
Liam? Yes, I can hear you. Where did you go?
Up top. I had to see. But they still don't know. They rolled straight past.
I don't understand.
Abby, the whole world's at war with itself. One side just wants to live, but the other never wants to die.
What else is new?
What does that mean? Who are this enemy? What do they want?
Everything. Forever. They're wolves and they don't care who they savage along the way.
Yep.
But what do they even want, this enemy?
About 20 years ago, the richest and most powerful people in the world stopped dying. They keep getting older and richer and nastier, but they never drop dead. It's more than just bad luck.
No one lives forever.
Amen to that.
While you were gone, Liam, something happened. The machine went crazy, started spewing all these codes.
Well, I'm back now.
But what did it mean?
I've no idea. The thing's fallen apart. Like everything else.
I think it's the consciousness of Cecil himself trapped inside the computer.
So, I'm imagining it, am I?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying we don't have time to spare on mysteries. The soldiers have gone for now, but they'll be back any minute.
Okay. Alright, so AG number 5.
I meant what I said before, Liam. The machine was trying to speak to me.
It's just a machine, Abby. And it looks like it's full of ghosts. It's just wires and plastic.
Formaldehyde resin.
Formaldehyde resin, then. You need to hurry up. They're gonna find us eventually. We're using too much power to stay hidden.
Okay.
Don't rush me.
I'm telling you, if they find this thing, then it's over.
What makes you so sure? A book is a book.
Some people don't believe in revisions. They think the world is how it is, but I can't believe that. I won't believe it.
Do you really think it can be different?
What we're seeing every day is a bad dream, but dreamers wake up. That's what we need to do. We all need to, before it's too late.
You're a good man, Liam. Do you know that? Might not be many left, but you are one.
You don't know me.
Would you kindly?
I wish I did.
Hey. Okay, don't make me ship this.
You really think one book can make a difference?
The enemy out there is strong because it had the advantage all this time. We neuter that advantage and we neuter the enemy.
All the people here, all the voices in this place, they're all dead, aren't they?
But I'm not. Listen to my voice, Abby. Focus on that.
Any more?
Do I know you, Liam? Outside of this? Do we know each other? Are we like friends?
No, we're not.
Can we be?
Why don't I know already? I should know if we're friends, shouldn't I?
Please, Abby, don't think about it.
Don't think about what? Liam!
About how we got here. Or about what happens afterwards. Just the work. Just focus on the work.
A girl named Abby in the basement of a church.
Yeah, I don't think you know what it's like out there right now.
So, tell me what it's like.
It's like every good idea dies on the vine, while every bad idea sticks around. My mum used to say, in every bad situation, look to the helpers. But the helpers are getting arrested. The helpers keep getting shot.
Was his mom Mr. Rogers?
Oh. It's a revision. This, what we're doing. That's why I don't know you, or how I got here or anything.
Yeah, it's a revision.
Revisions always feel like this. Like, dreams you can't wake up from.
You know what revisions feel like.
Of course I do. Doesn't everyone?
I suppose they do.
That was a lie.
Maybe we could meet up?
Hey!
After all this is over. I'd like to, you know. Put a face to you.
Maybe.
It'd be nice. We could go for a walk along the canal or something. You can buy me a drink. I'd be okay with that.
Me too, Abby. I'd like that too.
The voice actors are phenomenal. Well done, everybody. Well done.
I meant it, you know, before. About going somewhere together.
Abby, please, we need to focus. We can't get distracted.
Right, yeah. Of course, I know. It's just easier if I've got a reason to be doing it.
You know, when this is over, we can spend all the time in the world together. I promise.
Alright, so AJ tries out. Okay, sorry. Alonso had written a masterpiece 4 years back, 4 years before. So we're told. God and witchcraft reconciled under the title My God He Dances. I can't find it anywhere. It's only mentioned here. It must have been banned. AJ tries out DME to see if it fits. There was a book of notes, it seems, published by Le Marchand's widow in the year he died. They talk about the ink he used, the paper. Issue number 16 had a little bit more on the subjects. Okay. That's right, we're trying to get to number 16 of the AJ.
Academic List's Journal,
No,
issue
this
7? Academic List Journal, issue 16.
There we go, that's the one we were trying to get to.
This is a miracle. I do not wish to be shot for it. I choose to be shot for more serious matters.
I do not wish to be shot for it. I choose to be shot for more serious matters. I love that line. All right, 1941, Europe is at war. Paris is occupied. But the journal is writing about antler patterns and mistletoe under the baleful eye of the Third Reich. They couldn't hold out. They went dark after this until France was liberated. There's a brief mention of a DME book, Internal Oversight.
Internal Oversight.
Published that year, but they don't say who by. I think a full review's in issue 17. Also, a belated attack on Pinkin Kendrick. PK! Doomed follow-up to Temporality Waits for No Man.
Temporality Waits for No Man.
Deserved, probably, though they liked the one before. I shouldn't feed in any more of those things anyway. Okay. Alright. Previous. Alright.
What a dreamer. What an error.
Which one is this? This is number 5. So 2 years, so 32. A new author discovered, Xavier Youngman. Sounds fake.
Academic List Journal, issue 7. Why is it I know all about revisions and how they work, but I don't know how I got down here?
That's exactly why you are down here. You're a specialist. You're an expert. No one else can do what you're here to do, Abby. Just remember that.
Writing is powerful, and these author wonders what power she might have been if it had not destroyed her.
Thank you, Liam.
Don't thank me. I don't want your thanks. Just help me. Help everyone.
A woman loses her child in a crowded street, only to take home a dog in its place.
So this stolen book we're after, this revision, it's inside the machine. Somewhere.
If you can. Yes. Don't worry. I've got your back.
Takes home a dog in its place. A man forgets his speech, adopting an antediluvian tongue.
Are you saying this machine is what makes revisions work?
I don't really know. Maybe. But revisions have a sort of ripple effect. So I found this place. I found you.
Antediluvian tongue. A small city in England, Tarnsbridge, is gone, forgotten. Reports grow weird as the Second War looms. It brings confusion. But the machine cuts through all that. And then, picking up from issue 5, DME. The Academicalist's Journal doesn't know it for what it is. It mentions Pemberton, then Xavier young man, then claims one died in the other's arms. That must be the wrong way around, surely. She was born the year he died. According to see issue 36, she could only be his returning soul. Interesting. So Dorothea Pemberton died the year Xavier Youngman died. Sorry, she was born the year Xavier Youngman died. Interesting. Alright, this then. Was... Oh, was that all of our AJs? No, we have 3 more. Okay, 10, 17, and 36. Okay, we are on 7, so 3 more years, so that's 35.
Academicalist Journal, issue 10.
Silverton
has taken his reputation and torched it in the most spectacular fashion, committing to errors both major and minor. This new work is a symphony of disgrace.
Alright. Reading JS31 made me seek out issue 10 of Academicalist Journal to get PL's take on it. He says Silverton should become Kendrick's butler, since he will be waiting on his every word regardless. Damn! There's no explanation for why Silverton lost it. Maybe the LR recovered it at some point. An addendum from Cecil. It does. LR53 has the details. Okay. JS31. Let's go ahead and go there. Then we'll come back to this. Okay, so we have his entire thing in here. This is JS31.
Green Walker?
Nope.
Doomwild?
Oops.
Dead Voice? Internal Oversight? Men must devour. Primitive man, he who remains? The Sword Moon? Temporality waits for no man? The Pen of Galileo?
There it is. Alright. I had to remember that JS tends to have very poetic sounding titles.
Discoveries are not made, they're discovered, found. They emerge from doodles and half-thoughts as we have when we're walking about the place. It's as natural as breathing.
Total rubbish. After the success of quantum conceptuals in nature, Silverton looks like he's drowning. Is this the work of another writer completely, or was the last one? I'll have to find his first paper to be sure, but he was barely done with his degree when he wrote it. But I don't have high hopes. Issue number 10 of Academicalist Journal covered it, I think. Otherwise, I must redouble my efforts to find Kendrick's 1932. Okay. 32, which I think we have. No, we don't. Okay. Print.
Who stole this book we're after?
The second archivist, Alice Calderley, Cecil's daughter. She disappeared. The book went with her.
Okay. Weird.
Silverton has taken his reputation and torched it in the most spectacular fashion, committing to errors both major and minor. This their work is a symphony of disgrace.
Literary Review, Volume 44. Literary Review, Volume 44.
Yes, Kendrick was known for his quick wit and roving eye. But what was less well known was that he was a sucker punch if you smiled at him. The first woman to figure this out was Emma Mayfleur, and she took him to the cleaners.
Emma Mayfleur. Years of hard debunking has left LR jaded, but sometimes they get a juicy bone to gnaw. Volume 44 details how Kendrick's research was stolen late 20s, when the professor had an inappropriate affair with a student. The man has no shame.
In the shadow of a passage.
He spills it, garters and all, but Kendrick doesn't point the finger at who was the mastermind behind the theft. The review does, Joshua Silverton. They celebrate this in volume 50 as a historical event of timeline significance. Here come the 60s.
Literary Review, Volume 50.
Nope.
Literary Review, Volume 50.
We seek not to be a reflection of what is being produced, but rather a beacon, showing what ought to be made.
Volume 50 sets out a new mission for the review. No more spiritualism, no more talking to the dead with candles and smoke. 1900 values are out. From now on, it's all about science and talking to the dead with telephones and radio sets. Then they start tearing apart the mystics, and first in line, my HP 56. A cheap copy. Well, it's true enough. But I'll live on. They might celebrate, but so can I. This archives hit a milestone. I'll make a separate entry for that under CC. CC 59, we already know that. We've already had that. HP 56.
Why do we? Well, to be elsewhere. To change this world out for another. How long does this change last? Well, as long as it takes for the glow of the words to fade from our eyes.
There are parts of mankind that have moments of significance.
A life lived in wartime? Dead voice? Academicalist's Journal, issue 36. Green Walker? In the shadow of a passage? Internal oversight? Men must devour... The Sword Moon? Quantum conceptuals in nature? Temporality waits for no man? Time and temporality?
Is it the Bible?
Bible?
No, I didn't think so. It tells me I have a title for it. Oh.
If the book we're after was stolen, then It must be possible to get books out, right?
Right. There must be a control command somewhere.
We've already found it. It's make.
Bitwise reassociation.
Yeah, that.
It was on a card I saw earlier.
Could be. But we still need the code for our book.
Okay. Alright.
A life lived in wartime?
It says we have the title for this.
Dead Voice? Green Walker? End Peace?
It's probably not in.
Doomwild? In the shadow of a passage? Internal oversight? Dead Voice?
Come on.
Doomwild? Men must devour... Primitive man, he who remains.
There it is. All Hammerstone Press identified.
While parts of mankind have moments of sophistication, vast swatches of us are more than content to sit in our caves, scratching our noses and picking fleas out of our beards. Meat, we devour it. Sunlight, we bathe in it. We are fetid little creatures, make no mistake.
This book outlines the ways our cave-dwelling, animal-clubbing forebears are still very much alive today, acting through us. Distasteful stuff, no wonder the writer hid their name. Otherwise, it is 10 years to the day since this project began. The machine is so different now, I will make a new CC so it can remember its birthday. Okay, so we have all of the Hammerstone Press ones. These. Oh, let me look at that. Let me show you guys that. We've confirmed 22 titles. We found 36 potentials and 27 out of 50 sources. So we're almost halfway done. Which is cool. All right. Anyway, I was working on academicalist journals. We have 17 and 36. The last one I had was 16 at 41. 17 would be the next year, so 42. Oops.
This is a miracle. I do not wish to be shot. I choose to be
Really?
shot for more serious matters.
Is us. How about AJ42? Really? Okay. Oh, because Europe is at war. That's right. Okay. And they said it didn't happen until France. They didn't get back into it until France was liberated. I don't remember when that was. I'm a history person, and I don't remember when that was. Oh, I'm kicking myself for that. Hold, please. Yeah, I'm gonna kick myself for having to Google this. $44. Okay. So maybe 45? Yeah, there we go. And that was 17.
Academicalist Journal, issue 70. Liam, how did you know the machine would be here?
It's a long story. We don't have time.
The enemy has.
I do. Come on. It'll keep me company if you talk to me.
All right. Some people grow up with Narnia and Wonderland. I grew up with this place, with stories of a better world, held within the dreams of a machine.
Who told you these stories? Your dad?
No. My mother, Beatrice.
Liam is Beatrice's son?
Your mum built this?
She designed its memory, apparently. She made it sound like magic. The other machines could store a few lines, and this thing could hold entire libraries. Every dot of a printed picture.
She must have been smart.
She was.
So, if your mum built this thing, how come you don't know how it works?
They were stories. I didn't really know they were true.
So, what brings you down here now?
Mum told me the machine was underground, but not where. I was tracing power currents, old lines that no one else knows are there. I only just found it.
Your mum didn't want you to come down here?
She didn't like this place. She said it killed her first husband and took her daughter away.
Alice.
It killed your dad?
Not my dad. My dad came along after Cecil died.
What was your dad's name?
Henry.
Interesting.
I don't know my dad's name.
Horrifying. Oh, really, Liam? Nothing to say to that? Damn. Okay. I mean, what do you say to that? To be fair. Okay. Enemy has gone. The sun shines down on this free nation. We have persevered. It is a thing most glorious. France is free, which means the gloves are off. The Academicalist Journal also claims they won the war through use of concurrent energies and actualization. Pierre Latour, the irascible editor of all the journal's 37 issues, eventually writes a full account, Life Lived in Wartime, published a year after his death. So PL, and then a year after he died would be that one. After that, they accuse Isambard Arklevich of writing under a pseudonym, which we know he does, and of ignoring 1,000 years of research into ley lines in his Rampage series 1942 conclusion. They finally report on Thaddeus Detzer's internal oversight in detail. They've already read the book, Words to Live and Die By. Okay. Okay, so we don't know... Do we know when Pierre Latour died? PL. Monsieur Pierre, where you at? So was the year after? Published a year after his death. So PL 72. And then this was A Life Lived in Wartime. Yep. That's everything by PL?
I am not saying I was the greatest hero in all of France, but France was certainly glad to have me. We wage war, both with our guns and with our words, removing obstacles from our path with a clever stroke of a pen.
Okay. Pierre Latour's wartime memoir, funny, tragic, and vainglorious, showcases the power and genius of the Academicalist Journal's founder and EIC editor-in-chief. Radio smuggling, railway sabotage, the kidnap and torture of Germany's rank and file, interspersed with notes of secret meetings with DME researchers, still active during the occupation years. The principle of DME, he claims, was perfected by his resistance cell. No evidence, of course. He says Kendrick's work was weaponized by a young woman in their inner circle. Her identity is unstated, but the machine has made that secret very clear to me. That's what Alice has to say. Not clear to me, but then she published an account of it last year, Confession Day, under her maiden name, of course. Now the husband is dead. Come on. Let me click it! Well, whatever. It's not...
Confession Day.
Okay.
Alice coldly stole a book from this thing and then vanished.
She's not important. The book, however, is.
Okay. Alright, let's go back one.
The enemy has gone. The sun
There was a bunch of stuff in this one.
on this free nation.
Where was this thing made? What was it for?
It was built to break German war codes in 1943.
Well, then what?
The machine was moved from Bletchley to Manchester, but it disappeared. A few years later, it's down here. Bigger. More powerful. Hidden.
So, how come I'm down here and you're not?
You're the specialist. If you can't find what we're after, no one can.
The way he hesitated on the word specialist. Okay, so next thing I want to do is IA-42. Try to find the end of the Rampage series. Okay, so Alienation is the one before this one. The Moon Sword.
The Moon Sword?
He stood on the brink of the cliff, and of something else. He was a man, yes, but now more than a man. From his back, the long, articulated extra limb coiled up around his head. He heard her laugh once, and then he jumped, falling and rising, both and all at once.
Final novel in Isambard Arklevich's 10-year Rampage cycle. 10 years. So the first one would be in 32. Okay. Cycle sees strands from the previous 6 novels brought back together in a reflection of the original novel. An impressive feat after 10 years, though one that rather taxes the reader's memories and patience. Personally, I found this an underwhelming follow-up to Alienation. Where is Guinevere's great insight? Where is her pluck? She moves into servitude like the most mindless of slaves. Sir Lancelot beckons and she follows. That is the whole of the plot. Arklevich's insistence that he was writing from experience did him no favors on this account either. No matter what manner of poor betentacled unfortunate he was describing, a 40-year-old does not kiss and tell. The work was, of course, banned in most corners of the world. I would like to stress that the copy collected here is for historical curiosity rather than artistic appreciation. Okay, well, Alienation. Oh, okay, well. All right. So the first of the Rampage series. Sword Moon. The Moon Sword and the Sword Moon. I get it. Clever.
I bring you a message, which crooned, trailing long fingernails around his nipples. It is a message of terror and destiny. Then tell me, he said, I am not afraid. But in truth, he was.
Beatrice has suggested I continue feeding in novels. For breadth, I disagree. So here's my contribution. The first volume of Isambard Arklevich's Rampage cycle. The King of Great Britain discovers a long-buried spaceship by the shores of Lake Windermere. Soon the king has been kidnapped and only his beloved queen can save him from the thrashing pits of the moon. The second book, Swords in the Dark, was published very quickly. I'll get to that. I'll get that too. After Arklovich wrote slower. He had only planned so far ahead. Okay, so we know 33 has to be 2.
No salt, he cried. What kind of palace is this? Salt does not keep well in space, the lady replied only. It goes as sour as warm milk.
Okay. So it's a 10-year cycle. It started in 32, ended in 42. I could just try to brute force it, but I'm not sure I want to.
Real crap.
Yeah, well, I guess a lot of books are. I don't know how carefully Calderly thought about what he was doing.
Okay, I'm gonna backtrack.
I bring you a
And again.
He stood on the brink of the cliff and of something
And
else.
again.
The enemy has gone.
Alright, because there was a third thing I wanted that they gave us in this.
Nation, we have persevered. It is a thing most glorious.
They finally report on Thaddeus Detzer's internal oversight in detail. I've already read the book Words to Live and Die By. Thaddeus Detzer. We don't have anything on Thaddeus Detzer yet. Fuck. There's only one link left on this page, and it's a 1. It's probably for this. So it's... Let's try 41. Because it happened, it was published during that time when France was occupied by Nazi Germany, and so they would have, since they were doing a catch-up on everything they'd missed, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
I can get the title that goes with this one.
We know, Abby, thank you. This one was... Fuck, I don't remember. And this... Was it this one?
In the Shadow of a Passage?
No. Let me not try to brute force it. What was it?
The enemy has gone. The sun shines down on this free nation. We have persevered. It is a thing most glorious.
Internal oversight, that's it. Internal oversight is... Oh, I was close.
Internal oversight.
All sources by Thaddeus Detzer identified.
What we think have the power to override our most basic conceptions. The words we speak have the power to rewrite another's heart. The words we write have the power to rewrite the world. To wield such power is ungodly, but when power exists, it finds a channel. So guard yourself. Keep your words close and do not wield without will.
Abby's little notes. Who is this? He's barely mentioned. Okay. Reviewed in issue 17 of AJ. Find Dark Matter and the Veil.
And the Veil.
See if it relates. Okay. Well, we have no other clue for that.
Alright. The sun shines down on this.
Some of these sources seem more important than others.
There are books referenced here that don't exist anywhere else. Books from previous revisions, stored here. Somehow. Permanently.
Okay. Let's see.
Ran for 37 issues, ended in 70. We have 17. Hold on. We have 36 left. Number 36, which would probably be 69. At least I would say that. No, not 69. Okay. Editor knew Quentin Lamarchand didn't publish during World War II or the moon landing year. We knew that, so 68. And that's our last AJ.
36.
Emerton writes with such force and passion. It is hard to remember. She was very ill all of her life. And when she writes about her illness, it is with such force as though she is constraining herself to it. From an early age, she constructed this most tragic narrative, and then she committed to it unrelentingly, almost gleefully.
Pierre Latour, editor-in-chief, knew for certain the coming moon landing would cause the end of life on Earth. It didn't. But will he publish again next year? He didn't, but he did in 70. Issue 36 is fire and brimstone throughout. There's a weirdly funereal photograph of Latour with his 26-year-old daughter, Ursula, getting her doctorate from Oxford. Both look furious. The last page is given over to Dorothea Pemberton, a full recounting from her first publication in 1896 through her death in 1911 to her later communications. Cool. We are over halfway done. It is 10 o'clock. I've been having a lot of fun. I don't know if I want to call it there. I won't be able to play it again on stream until next week. At earliest. God, I want to push through. This is addicting. Okay. I mean, this might be... This might be a good time to call it, though, because I'm feeling a bit at a stalemate. Well, that's not fair. That stalemate isn't the right word. I'm confident enough that I could absolutely burst through it burst through more of this. If I just, poked around enough. Like, I have leads. I'm just not, like, on a cascade like I was a second ago, Phenomenal. I am in love with this game. This game is phenomenal. But yeah, I think let me check. Let's see here. Next week would be the 27th. Yeah, it should be fine to do that. It's not going into May yet, so we should be fine to do this next week. We'll pick this up next week then. God, this was a lot of fun. Oh man. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for spending the time with me as I enjoy the fuck out of this game. I hope you all have been enjoying this as much as I have. Like I said, it's great. Yeah. Before we head out, just a reminder, check out the link tree above my head. for links to all my socials, my Discord, my YouTube, my Twitch, my Ko-fi, my Patreon, and a bunch of other stuff as well. I'm live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at around 7 p.m. US Eastern Time. I usually stream for about 3 hours and end around now, which is 10 p.m. US Eastern Time. Well, give or take. You can find me at twitch.tv/Krimzonknight Gaming. I stream simultaneously over on TikTok at Krimzonknight, at Krimzonknight on TikTok. If you can't catch me live or you want to catch up on my backlog of previous items, you can find all of the VODs of my streams on youtube.com/@Krimzonknight. Again, that's the @ symbol night. I usually upload my streams a week after I stream them, so today's stream will be available next week on next Monday. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the like button, subscribe, share around, etc. Speaking of subscribing, if you're actually wanting to throw some money my way, you can do so through the built-in functionalities of TikTok and Twitch if you choose. However, if you would for any reason prefer not to, you are very welcome to utilize my Ko-fi and my Patreon, which are kofi.com/Krimzonknight and patreon.com/Krimzonknight. You can find links to those in the link tree, like I said. Follow me on my socials for updates. Join my Discord server for more updates and to chat with me directly. If you have anything else that you want to say to me or whatever. We'll be back tomorrow with more Tomb Raider Tuesday, continuing into the remastered version of Tomb Raider 3. And so until then, remember to have empathy, be kind, be safe. Love yourselves, love everyone around you, and I will see you next time. I love you all. Peace out.